If you guys are anything like me, you encounter well, if it's not that, what is it? Oh, what are you saying, that everybody's just faking being sick? It's like the difference is a phenomenon can be recognized, noticeable, and real, but the cause, the mechanisms, the cure is everything, right? And they just make up a complete story. Viruses are completely, it's just made up, right? So it's like having to argue against that's so annoying. It's like the same with DNA. With all these models and which way it goes and the spindles. We've never seen it. We can't see that small. It's all somebody on LSD who made it up, and then it's just kept going with it, right? Because if you have these ideas for the research, they can open up new markets. You get money for it. And that's all these grifters are. It's the same with DNA. It's like, clearly made with the boat of Adam, made with the clay of the earth, all these things, right? Clearly we're made of something. But what they're saying with DNA is not true, right? You just follow the science. It's like, they don't have a picture of it. It's like, so if you can't see it, how do you know this is all the behavior? Well, they make it up. It's all made up. You just got to look at the methods. So, and that doesn't mean we don't have things that are passed down somehow and all these things. It's just, that's the beauty of true knowledge. Once you have it, everything clicks, right? Everything clicks and it just makes sense. And then it's like, you've solved that's, as a primary care provider, I go root cause. I try to get people off their meds, find out the root cause and fix it. That's always my goal. And I'm pretty successful at it, where people just don't have the problem anymore. And we just need more critical thinkers out there because everyone just accepts it. I do too, because you just hear something and it's so like part of your life, but everyone just needs to start looking more. And if the answers aren't there, it's just bullshit, right? If the answers are there, like when they test the chemicals coming out of the jets nozzles being sprayed down and being like, that means the chemicals that are coming out are the ones they're spraying on us, right? Because we've tested them with Class 5 labs. Or if they're saying that 20 school buses worth of gasoline are fitting in those flimsy, skinny wings, they're lying. And they are charging us extra for gas that's not being used when they're using the Caduceus etheric vortex energy going in through the turbines to power itself once it's at altitude, right? It's like, it's either they don't know, or it's like they know, right? It's like, hey, yeah, we're making money on all these pesticides. We're making money on all these chemicals. We don't want to pay for their disposal. We don't want to acknowledge the side effects on the communities. So we're going to lie about it, call it a virus, and continue to get tons of government funding to spray the chemicals, right? Tons of government funding, tons of immunity from the government, from the harm they're causing, and create an entire field that then is used for like eugenics and shit, right? It's like look how far that's gone with all the vaccine schedule. Like everybody is just, you change the, whatever the actual genetics are. Clearly there's, we know some of the mechanisms in the body, right? The amino acids, the proteins, it's just like, it just gets fucked. So love you guys. Just everybody start eating that noggin. Part 2, real quick. I think in line with all that, it's very important to acknowledge the truth over like illusion concept, which is how many times people hear the lie throughout their life that illusion becomes the truth. So, for example, we can look at all the evidence, right? And that's what we're fighting. That's what we have to fight against for everything. Because we can look at all the evidence, masks, right? What they say viral particles even are. And then blow vape smoke. What is that particle? Okay. So it's blocking nothing and actually making us sicker. Got it. And then thousands of people wearing masks during COVID, right? And it's like, so they lie about the phenomena for the gain of, the compliance and all that shit with the COVID. But enough people believe the lie because they hear it over and over again and it becomes truth, even though it's not. And that's just something we really have to fight because it starts so young and it's something, until somebody has that first cognitive dissonance break, like 9/11 for me, you have to kind of have that to get rewired. And to even get that, you can go your whole life probably without getting retuned. But even then, like old world, flat earth, all like, I still had so much like like, I remember my knee-jerk reaction to it, thinking about Kyrie and stuff. I'm just like, I wouldn't judge, but I would just think he's wrong. And it's like, based on what? An example, my ex, so she was, we still talk, and she, we were doing DSMO, and I was kind of doing a protocol for her. And she's like, as long as I like that colloidal silver stuff. And it got me thinking, because then I kind of had that thought in my head, like, wait a minute. I saw one Netflix documentary about colloidal silver. Whatever narrative they wanted to push is the one we receive. I actually haven't looked into it at all. So I just kind of reserved my thought. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about colloidal really. So you have to do that for everything. You actually have to like pause and look yourself, because, you know, I've also heard rumbling about cancer and all these effects. And then I've seen the people who look silver, right, in the documentary. So it's like, I don't actually know how it works. So I don't know what the actual, because the actual evidence is what it is. You can read the methods, what they do in studies, and what the results are. But if they're not there, they didn't do it. So it's like, yeah. And you just have to keep in mind that unless you're funding it, it has to be granted or corporation funded, and it's all bullshit. So the science. Love you guys. Okay, I didn't mean to pop in a third time. I think like the hardest thing too is if you spend your entire life vested in something, right? Because you almost have to like learn it what they say way, and then to even be able to understand it's a lie, right? So like, I was one of those people. I didn't really have a life in my 20s. I had a stopwatch, and I just wanted to learn as much as I can to be like the best at medicine. So I got 10,000 hours on it, like outside of regular study in my 20s, and just did as much as I could. So really understanding like the phospholipid bilayer system, but how they say it all works. And then it's like, oh, HMG coactase inhibitor, what? We're blocking that whole pathway. That's 30-50% of results. What the fuck? Like, you just inherently know when you learn, right? Like, it's the statin. So it's like, and then you can see all the lies. So I think it's really important just to like keep going, find the real truths and keep going. And just like, you know, because even as a conspiracy community, because we have to wake people up to make change. It just seems like and it's just so frustrating. Like, if all of our time is focused picking apart a fake story, we don't get closer to the truth, right? So it's like, we have to keep finding the truths, putting them together, moving forward, and leaving those lies behind. And even if we spend our whole lives on something, thinking we're right, once we realize that we've been tricked, accept it, find out what the trick was, what's real, what's not, move on. Okay. All right. Last tip. I'm in the bug head. Gotta look for Mello in the ravine again. Can't help letting her outside. My last piece of advice is, if you get that knee-jerk reaction where it's just like right away, you feel it, right? It's normally coming from all their propaganda, and that's why you have it. So whenever I get it, it takes me like 10 seconds, and then I'm like, okay, this is something I actually need to look at unbiased. And like, that's my perspective on it. Whenever I myself get a knee-jerk reaction, take a look. Widen your perspective. Because nothing should really cause you to be that up and down, right? It's life. Because think about it. When you know, right? It's like, you're not going to have a knee-jerk reaction to somebody who's saying something that's incorrect about something you're an expert at. And that's what I found out too, because I like self-analyze. And it's like, when I get those reactions, it's actually typically things that I have surface level knowledge on. And it's propaganda.
That song Goosebumps got me thinking too. A little like in my head. When they lie, I put my nose to the ground. We gotta do your own research. History is elite. They will suck all the debt out of you and put that shit on me. So I say no. Pass it. Pass it. Take that lie and pass it. Pass it. Pass it like a football game, I won't watch. Pass it like that joint, I will smoke. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna be my own just a Jeffrey without the R-E. No, I get it wrong in tax documents. That's great because I won't pay it. I filed as exempt. Come after me, IRS. I'm over the consequence. I'm over it. I am over the consequences of it. I'm saying, fuck it. Come get me. I won't fill out my W-2. Sorry, I'm done playing with the bullshit. We're done playing with bullshit. I'm done feeling weird in public. Because there's 800 million people who even knows. They lie about everything, that's what the story shows. There's Egypt in the Grand Canyon. Have you seen those melted buildings in Utah? The Mississippi's got a brick road under it. Shit. We got free energy all around us going over my head. Stick a copper device to me and some mercury. I'll become a battery, but then I'll get dismantled by the CDC, who says you don't have enough nanotechnology inside your blood. I said, hold up, I don't want those little fucking things they're showing on all these electron microscopes. They say, no, that's not it. We pulled out Wi-Fi first class before. You just didn't see him rain a shower when 17-year-old fell to the ground. He's actively right to be dying all the time. No, it's all okay. Oh, no, it's all the truth. Don't look here because poof, Epstein's gone. There's no story. Bury his island in cement. Don't ask a question. We'll just keep popping it in the news to act like we care and drown you out. Give you nothing. 7 binders without real names. Who do you fucking think we are, man? It's such bullshit in here. I can't rap. I don't care. I got no hair. But I got a brain. You gotta think you're intelligent and keep learning, man, because they want us to think we're dumb, that we aren't really that smart. But these LLMs, they're left and right. They're 0 and 1s, that's all they got. We got it all, we got divinity. We got it through the energy, the vortex coming up from the black sun down to the firmament. It's water. We're water. What's plasma? Gotta learn that shit. Watch 7 books today. Gonna keep going. Can't stop me. I got only a couple thousand subs. If it's 2 million to come after me, would I change? Because everyone does. They say you won't. Man, I don't know. It's not some shit I want.